From low blows to unfair tactics, these fights challenge the rules and test the endurance of the contenders. Prepare to be immersed in a world where ethics take a back seat and foul play takes center stage. Claudio Tapia versus Jesus Cuellar. The fight between Claudio Marrero and Jesus Cuellar was marked by a series of events that underscored Tapia's unethical behavior from the start. Before the fight, Tapia showed his disrespect for Cuellar with insults during the press conference, belittling his ability as an opponent and belittling his ability in the ring. This arrogant and provocative behavior set the tone for a tension-filled confrontation. From the start of the fight, Tapia sought to intimidate Cuellar with his aggressiveness, throwing a series of powerful punches with the intention of dominating quickly. However, Cuellar proved to be a formidable opponent, resisting Tapia's initial attacks with determination and courage. As the fight progressed, the tension between the two fighters intensified. Tapia continued to throw punches with ferocity, but Cuellar responded with solid defense and accurate counterattacks. Despite Tapia's efforts to impose his will, Cuellar stood his ground in the ring, defying expectations and earning the respect of the spectators with his bravery and skill. At a crucial moment in the bout, Tapia resorted to unfair tactics, punching Cuellar after the bell rang to signal the end of the round. This act of foul play provoked outrage from Cuellar and the crowd, who booed his opponent for his lack of sportsmanship. Despite this setback, Cuellar remained focused on his goal and continued to fight with determination. As the end of the fight approached, Cuellar's stamina began to take its toll on Tapia. Despite his desperate attempts to maintain his dominance, Tapia was showing signs of fatigue as Cuellar continued to press forward with determination. Finally, in a decisive moment, Cuellar took advantage of an opening in Tapia's defense and threw a devastating punch that sent his opponent to the canvas. The crowd erupted in applause as the referee counted Tapia, who struggled to his feet. With each count, Tapia's defeat became inevitable, and finally, the referee declared Cuellar the winner by knockout. Despite his unethical behavior and disloyal tactics, Marrero had been defeated by Cuellar's bravery and skill. Ryan Garcia versus Rodriguez. The confrontation between Ryan Garcia and Rodriguez was a showdown full of tension and drama, marked by Rodriguez's despicable behavior from the start. Prior to the bout, during the official weigh-in, Rodriguez performed a ratty act by shoving Garcia and hitting a girl behind him, showing a total lack of respect and fair play. This lack of sportsmanship extended to Rodriguez's behavior during the fight. From the start of the fight, Rodriguez attempted to intimidate Garcia with aggressive and provocative tactics, throwing powerful punches and publicly disparaging his opponent's skills. However, Garcia remained focused and determined, resisting Rodriguez's attacks bravely. As the fight progressed, the tension in the ring was palpable. Garcia demonstrated his technical prowess and his ability to counter Rodriguez's attacks, maintaining his composure even in the face of the other fighter's provocations. Despite Rodriguez's efforts to unsettle him, Garcia remained focused on his objective and continued to fight with determination. However, Rodriguez did not stop in his disloyal behavior. During the course of the bout, Rodriguez resorted to illegal strikes and dirty tactics in a desperate attempt to gain an advantage over Garcia. Despite these attempts, Garcia stood his ground and continued to fight with courage and determination. As the fight reached its climax, Garcia showed unwavering determination. With each punch, Garcia demonstrated his superiority over Rodriguez, defying expectations and earning the respect of the crowd with his courage and skill in the ring. Finally, at a crucial moment, Garcia threw a devastating punch that sent Rodriguez to the canvas. The crowd erupted in applause as the referee counted Rodriguez, who struggled to his feet. With each count, Rodriguez's defeat became inevitable, and finally, the referee declared Garcia the winner by knockout. Despite Rodriguez's desperate attempts to win with unfair tactics, Garcia emerged as the victor thanks to his courage, skill, and fair play in the ring. Vitaly Klitschko versus Derek Chisora. The fight between Vitaly Klitschko and Derek Chisora was marked by Chisora's rude and disrespectful behavior from the start. Before the fight, during the official weigh-in, Chisora committed a real act of a rat by surprisingly slapping Klitschko, showing a total lack of respect towards his opponent and triggering an atmosphere of hostility before the bell rang. Despite this unacceptable behavior, Klitschko kept his composure and focused on the fight. From the start of the fight, Klitschko demonstrated his superior boxing skills, dominating Chisora with his impressive technique and brute strength. Despite Chisora's efforts to resist, Klitschko outboxed him in every exchange, punishing him with accurate and powerful punches. As the fight progressed, Chisora's frustration became evident. Unable to match Klitschko's skill and determination, Chisora resorted to desperate tactics in an attempt to gain an advantage over his opponent. His attempts were in vain, however, as Klitschko held his ground and continued to press forward with determination. At a critical moment in the bout, Chisora committed another despicable act by mockingly spitting in the face of Klitschko's brother Vladimir. This action drew the ire of the spectators and increased Klitschko's determination to defeat his opponent in a resounding manner. Finally, in a fitting end to the fight, Klitschko consolidated his dominance over Chisora and defeated him by knockout, sending him to the canvas with a devastating blow. The crowd erupted in applause as the referee counted Chisora, who lay on the ground, defeated and humiliated by his own unethical behavior. Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte. The fight between Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte was a showdown fraught with tension and drama, exacerbated by Whyte's defiant and rude behavior from the start. Prior to the bout, during a pre-fight interview, Whyte insulted Joshua, belittling his boxing ability and challenging his standing as a true contender. His provocative comments established an atmosphere of hostility that permeated the entire event. From the opening bell, both fighters exchanged punches with ferocity, but it soon became clear that Joshua was determined to assert his dominance. With every punch, Joshua demonstrated his technical prowess and determination to come out on top, while Whyte struggled to keep up with the challenge. Despite Whyte's attempts to intimidate Joshua with his aggressiveness, Joshua remained steadfast, focused on his goal of defeating his opponent. As the fight progressed, the tension in the ring reached its peak. Joshua continued to press forward with accurate and powerful punches, while Whyte struggled to stay on his feet in the face of his opponent's relentless onslaught. Joshua's determination soon began to pay off, however, as his punches began to dent Whyte's stamina. At a crucial point in the bout, Whyte resorted to desperate and unethical tactics, throwing illegal punches and attempting to unsettle Joshua with verbal taunts. Joshua, however, remained unperturbed, focused on his strategy and determined not to be swayed by his opponent's trickery. Finally, in a decisive blow, Joshua connected with a powerful punch that sent Whyte to the canvas. The crowd erupted in applause as the referee counted Whyte, who struggled to get up. With each count, Whyte's defeat became inevitable, and finally, the referee declared Joshua the winner by knockout. Carlos Martinez versus Ricardo Sanchez. A fight infamous for its dirtiness and controversy was the confrontation between Carlos El Toro Martinez and Ricardo El Rata Sanchez. From the beginning, the confrontation was marked by palpable tension and an atmosphere charged with hostility. During the pre-fight press conference, Martinez and Sanchez exchanged insults and threats, fueling the rivalry between the two fighters. When the bell rang for the bout to begin, the fight turned into a true spectacle of ferocity and foul play. Martinez, known for his aggressive style in the ring, began throwing powerful punches with the intention of quickly dominating his opponent. However, Sanchez, nicknamed El Rata for his cunning and unfair tactics, responded with dirty tricks and illegal punches, looking for any possible advantage to tip the scales in his favor. As the rounds went on, the fight became increasingly chaotic, with Martinez and Sanchez resorting to all sorts of underhand tactics to gain an advantage. From deliberate headbutts to low blows and illegal grappling, the confrontation became a veritable battleground where the rules seemed to have been completely disregarded. As the fight reached its climax, the controversy reached its peak. At a critical moment, Sanchez threw a low blow that left Martinez doubled over in pain on the ground. Although the referee stepped in and penalized Sanchez for foul play, the tension in the ring continued to rise. Finally, after several rounds of chaos and controversy, the fight reached its conclusion when Martinez connected with a devastating punch that sent Sanchez to the canvas. The crowd erupted in a mixture of cheers and boos as the referee counted Sanchez, who lay on the ground, defeated and disgraced for his unethical behavior in the ring. I hope you liked it. What was the dirtiest fight in your opinion? You can let me know in the comments. See you soon. Leave your like and subscribe. See you next time.